Good morning, thanks for coming back to my channel. It's great to be back on YouTube. I've not been on here for a while. I've come back because running events are coming back, and today it is the Reunion 5K, but this is not just a normal everyday race. There is a little bit more to this, so let's get stuck in. So this is the official test event that the government are doing to see if running events can safely return after lockdown. And it's a 5K race, but there's 3 races going on through the day. Each race is going to have a slightly different format. The one I'm doing, which is the first one of the day, there's 3,000 runners, but we're all going to be set off in waves of 1,000, and there's going to be social distancing in place for the runners and for the spectators. The lunchtime race, there's going to be no social distancing for runners. 3,000 runners are going to go off together in a mass start. Then the spectators still have to socially distance. Then the sort of late afternoon race is going to be 3,000 runners, no social distancing for spectators. So that's the 3 formats, but they're obviously going to test us around this for COVID to see how these 3 formats might spread the virus or lack of spread. So I have to get a lateral flow test today, being Friday, the day before the race. They've sent me a PCR test kit, so I'm going to have to go and get my lateral flow test. Let's go. Oh, did I? Sorry. Thought I got it in. So standard problem. So I'm sorting out my kit for tomorrow, doing my flat lay picture for Instagram. Here's my bib for the race, and obviously it's got this pen number in it. Now, we're used to seeing pen numbers, but I think this is going to be all important in the social distancing element of the race tomorrow. And then I've got my 2 PCR tests. That one I'm going to do in the morning, and then that one is done Thursday next week, so they get a read in either side of the race. So the PCR test kit comes with these instructions, which I'm going to follow. The swab element, I've got a swab. I swab my throat and nose the same as I do for lateral flow. I put the swab in there, put it into this bag with this absorbent pad, because there's some liquid in there, so if it leaks, I guess the pad sucks it up, and that's all in that bag. That then goes into this box, and then it gets sealed with that security seal. So it's a swab, the same as a lateral flow. I guess the difference is what they do with it at the other end when they receive it. Morning, it's just gone 6 o'clock. God, this is early. I've forgotten what it's like getting up at this hour on a weekend. I've been laying in quite a lot and stuff without races, but yeah, good to go. And I've got to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit apprehensive about doing this race. I don't know if it's, 1, because I've not done a race for so long, or 2, whether it's because of the virus, but I just feel a little bit apprehensive. I've had 1 AstraZeneca jab, so I've got a level of protection against the virus, which is what's given me the confidence to go and do this. I tell you what though, when I had that jab, I felt like a bag of spanners for a whole day. I don't know about you guys, if you've had the jab and how you felt. Leave a comment, let me know. But yeah, I just felt really rough for like 24 hours and then I was fine again. Yeah, I should also mention that I've been given a precise arrival time, a 15-minute window. And I think everyone will get the same, of course, and they're going to get us to arrive in dribs and drabs so that the social distancing can be observed in that way as well. Morning.
You're an organiser or are you running?
I'm running.
Okay, let's follow that car.
Yeah.
With a disabled barrier at the front, and then beyond it, you can park anywhere you want.
Great. Okay, thank you. Thanks for your help. Well, I've arrived now and I've got my fluid repellent mask on to protect me and others. I'm entering the race. There's literally no one around. It's very easy to social distance. All right, look, we've got the entrance board. It's telling runners, prepare to show your negative test. Make sure your running number is visible, so I better get that out of my coat. So this is the entrance. Basically, I've just come through. I couldn't film and show my negative lateral flow test on the phone at the same time, but yeah, there's lots and lots of bays for you to come in through, so there won't be bunching up and queuing. And literally, I just had to show my lateral flow. You've got loads of QR codes around to scan, to check into the race, sanitizer, and steamy glasses. And then as I'm progressing through the area, there's plenty of hand sanitizing. I've picked a really good venue here. It's massive, lots of space. There's quite a few toilets. So I think, if anything, this is transmission danger zone, isn't it, toilets? But I think with all the sanitizer that's around, you should be all right. Well, the announcer is explaining the event to everyone. Lots of more people are arriving now. It's going to slowly get busier, but I think this big space that we're in, you can easily get 1,000 people in here. And we can all socially distance. They've said we can keep our masks off now in the assembly area and in the race environment, so that's quite good. So just announced as well, pen 1 and 2 can do the backdrop at 8:30.
Start time, you will be called forwards in your designated start pens, 1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively. And as we approach the 9 AM time, your start pen will be printed on your bib, which you should have seen. We'll be giving you the heads up on that time as we approach.
There we go, they're setting us off in waves, nice and safely. Right, here we go. The crowd's picking up a bit now, so there's going to be no more than 3,000 people in this large start pen area, but you can see there's plenty of space. I think people can stand still on these little markers they put on the floor, or you know, if you need to walk around you can, but you've been asked constantly over the tannoy to maintain 2 metres. You know, I don't feel unsafe here. I think this is all right. There's plenty of space. I think, you know, what's going to happen if this is the sort of format that races have to happen in now, is social distancing. There's just going to have to be less entrants per race, isn't there, and allow for that space. But we'll see, because, you know, if the results of this are that mass runs are okay, then we might see some normality return.
Hi, I'm Danny Smith, Barton Advisor Club. Back at the reunion. It's my 3rd event back. A little bit about it all, but it's all seeming very good and very positive.
And is 5k a comfortable distance for you, Danny?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Quite often run sort of 40 to 50k a week, so yeah, 5k, nice comfortable distance, about 30 minutes-ish.
Good stuff. When you feeling ready?
Yeah, ready for it, feeling nice and relaxed. Yeah, all good, all good.
All right, well, let's go for it, mate.
Excellent, good, best of luck.
Thank you.
Bottle of Buxton mineral water, and if you...
Well, this is it. We're now heading through into the start area. So pens 1 and 2 have already been through. And the idea is we try to maintain 2 metres, but it's going to be a bit tricky through this pinch point here. And already people are bunching up a bit, so it's not going to be easy to maintain that all the way, but I think we can just do the best we can.
As soon as we possibly can. Enjoy your run, ladies and gentlemen.
So we're actually on the racetrack here, just cutting across to the start line. Looks like people are just taking it slow and steady.
To the many key workers and NHS workers that have worked on our behalf. So, for the Reunion 5k runners, please show your appreciation for all our NHS workers today. Go!
You can hear this go-go. He's setting 2 runners off at a time. So the pen next to us are slowly filtering out into the start lane ahead of us, and then we're going to go next down there to the start line. We're almost ready. All right, So I'm in the little starting funnel really now, keeping on the pink dots, keeping the 2 metres, and then you can see how everyone's funneling out, 2 at a time, socially distanced start. I think I'm in the last kind of 50 runners, which means got, it's just not bad being towards the back because I can just take it easy, and then there'll be plenty of opportunity for me to keep my space and keep away from people.
Hold it there. Go. And hold it on the squats. Last green light and go. We're almost there. Ready, go. Last few now. These are going to be the best ones in the morning.
You know it.
Oh, we love you guys. Hold it on the spot. You don't need me to tell you. You know what you're doing. Go. 2 on there. Go. Look at this. Go. Why have we waited so long for this to happen, guys? You're the best. Go. Go.
And we're off.
1, 2.
All right then, this is the reunion 5K. Let's go for it. Cheers, Ken.
Next 2. Ready, go. Next 2. Look at this. Time to go.
So there's an opportunity for a socially distanced overtake. God, it's been so long since I've done a race, I even forgot to start my watch crossing the start line. So there was meant to be social distancing in play for the spectators. I think all the spectators have taken that a bit literally. They're like, I'll give you all the distance you need, I'll stay at home. So I've looped around, the start pens are completely empty now. We're just carrying on around the course. Cheers, mate. What a man. Beautiful water to look across. I'm glad we're not jumping those. Visors on tour.
Hey,
Yeah, good you?
yeah, good.
Thank you guys for keeping us safe. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you.
There you go, congratulations on finishing, especially if you've been going for it yourself.
Thank you very much. You just take them off the hanger, do we?
Just take one off the hook there.
Which is the best one? Oh, look, that one's good. I like that one. Nice one. Thank you very much. There we go, a reunion 5K medal. If I flip it round, helping running events return in 2021. It's actually made of wood, so it's sustainable. That is brilliant. I'm gonna go for this one. He's gonna be there all day otherwise, isn't he? That on the end.
Well done, guys.
Thank you very much. Hello mate, you right? I got a 613. One bag tied to another.
I'll just give it a quick spray.
Oh yeah.
How was the run?
Does that make them like waterproof and alien proof?
Yeah,
And...
makes them invincible.
Nice one. Cheers mate.
Have a good day.
See you later. Well, I'm back home now. They basically got us to leave that area quite quickly at the end, and we all got out of there because that's the whole point of it, not to stay together too long. And then of course the next wave of runners were coming in for the next race, so we needed to get out of there. But back home, got the medal. That was a good little race. I enjoyed getting back to a race and actually being in an environment where I can actually see some other people, you know, that aren't necessarily colleagues and family or in a garden somewhere, you know, to actually do something a bit normal. It was really good. And I'm just hopeful then that this test shows that running can be safe, or they find a format at least that's safe, and we can get back to some sort of socialising and running at the weekends. So thanks very much for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more running related content, and I'll see you on the next one.